Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.
Great day, everyone. This is Dolores Williams with Divine Connection. Hope all is well. Divine Connection is a magazine that comes out on a quarterly basis, and we promote different gospel artists, authors, mimes, praise bands, anything, entrepreneurs, popular things going on in the community. Here is a copy of our recent issue that just came out. You can get a copy of that at divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscription. And today we have a guest, Mr. Kiland from Texas. Say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. How are you? Greetings from the land of Texas, also known as Texas.
All right now. And share with the audience what you do.
Well, first of all, let me say I am so honored that you took the time to interview someone like me. It is a pleasure. I'm in love with the name, Divine Connection. I think you said that at some point, but just the name by itself, I'm loving that. I'm feeling all kind of good vibes from the name.
Yeah.
A little bit about me is I have lived my life for a couple of decades now, four actually, experiencing God's favor through the name of your show, Divine Connections. Those connections is basically connecting with God's purpose, with God's plan, connecting with his love for me, connecting with his gifts that he enabled me to have, to be able to provide for my family, those things that I didn't earn, just connecting to God's purpose and his character and the giftings he's placed within me. Now, how those have manifested is mainly, for the most part, the last 30 years in music. A divine connection that I received was the ability to just minister and sing and song, being a PK, and the youngest of four children. I grew up in a house full of music and a house full of ministry, and so I went into ministry myself, and that matriculated into a production company, a record label, as well as some other things, as well as some acting and plays, and now I have an upcoming book that's actually detailing some of the things that we're talking about today. However, it was through the ability of my understanding that I had some petitions before God, that God began to use my petitions to reveal his character. And in that, he began to express to me and explain to me that what I was thinking was too small. And because of that, I became interested in not only receiving a blessing, but God told me, he said, why would you ask me to receive a blessing when you could be the one that gives the blessing? He said, why would you ask for a job when you can be the one to get? Stop asking for a six-figure job. Ask me to be able to give that type of job. And so that's the connection that God gave. And so when he gave that, I've been walking it out now. It's 2020, and I'm now seeing God open up some doors with my new project, new album that's coming out. It's called The Confessions of a Man, that deals with the actual vertical relationship between God and man, and then deals with the horizontal relationship between my spouse and my children. And it's a double CD that's coming out the beginning of next year. Granted, if COVID doesn't delay it any further. And then in addition to that, I have a book that's going to be coming out that's entitled, If You Want It, You Got to Take It. And and then I'm dealing, in that book, I deal with some of the things that God has given me as relates to music, to ministry, as well as to entrepreneurship. I founded a company in 2012 that is now on the cusp of establishing about a 13-acre parcel of land with a mixed-use project in the North Houston area with hospitality, hotels, restaurants, some residential entertainment, and some commercial office space. So that's basically me in a nutshell. Kind of a a jack of a lot of trades, master of about three, and trying to take care of my family and trying to stay clean while looking good and enjoy the beautiful weather and staying COVID free. Looking God, what we do.
Amen. I know that's right. So tell individuals, you also have jazz music coming out, right?
Yes, well, the CD is, as I shared with you, it's a double CD. I wrote some songs about my relationship with God, with Him. Being a music avid lover, my mom was signed with Motown Records, and my dad graduated from, of course, North Texas, is known for jazz. So I got a chance to on this album write a couple of love songs, but also pay tribute to the great legends like Frank Sinatra and Luther Vandross, Bill Withers, and just to name a few, Donny Hathaway, and even Stevie Wonder himself. So I'm really excited about that because it's an album that's 20 years in the making, and it's another divine connection.
Yes. So tell individuals how they can follow you or connect with you and get some of your music.
Well, currently I'm about to produce and release the actual CD within the next 6 to 10 months. But to find me, you can find me on my Instagram, which is Kiland Entertainment. That's Kiland. Entertainment is spelled all the way out. You can also find me here on my social media, which is Kiland Lee on Facebook. But my website is Kilands.live. That's KILANDS.live. That is my restaurant and some other things that I do as far as entertainment and things of that nature.
Awesome. And so, give us some encouraging words for the audience.
Ignore what you feel, ignore what you see, and focus on what you know to be true. Circumstances will tell you a lie that seems that they will use facts. For example, the enemy will come and tell you he will use a fact that you have a headache and tell you that you have a tumor. The Bible says that his ultimate goal is to kill, steal, and to destroy. He will use common things and will cause you to believe things that are not necessarily true just because of the possibility of it happening. But if you stay focused on God's word, His word cannot return to Him void. Now, He never told you it would be quick. He never told you it would be easy. And He certainly never told you it would be without process. So stay in the process. Stay in the act of believing God and live day by day knowing that any day can be your day. You can literally wake up one way and go to bed another. God is faithful and He did not lie to you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for connecting with Divine Connections. We look forward to your music and everything you are doing. Much success to you, and thank you for coming on to Divine Connections interview.
Thank you again once for having me. I apologize. I'm out here trying to multitask and getting my vehicle clean and doing some other things today. Also, if you want to find more information about me, you can go to YouTube or go to Google and just type in my name, Kiland, and I'm pretty easy to find. And I'm available for any bookings as far as corporate business meetings or concerts or birthday parties, anniversaries, the whole 9 yards, even weddings. So once again, thank you, Divine Connection, and thank you, sis.
You're welcome. Thank you as well. Have a great day. This is Dolores Will with Divine Connection, our special guest, Mr. Kiland. You all have an awesome Divine Connection day.
God bless you.
God bless.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Divine Connections with Dolores Williams. If you enjoyed this interview, then head on over to our website for more topics like this and to hear more about Divine Connections at www.divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Be sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Divine Connections. Stay connected where great people are making great things happen.